today I have you guys my August plans video. I don't have too many things planned for August, and that is because I know I have a couple of business trips coming up. Work is getting really intense lately. Right now I'm just working towards a sensory study that's coming up in the next week or so, and so that's been sort of like all-encompassing. But I do have a couple of projects planned. The first is I want to make another Optin Cami, and I have this fabric, and this was leftovers from a shirt that my mom had made my dad. It's just a beautiful light floaty rayon, but it looks like a yard of this, maybe 2 yards. I might be able to get a dress out of it. I don't know. I have to think about that. I was just going to do an Optin Cami, but there is quite a bit of fabric here, so I might have to think about it. But I want to use this fabric in this coming up month, because I do know that the weather in Colorado, even though it is scorchingly hot right now, is going to take a steep drop into cold soon, and so I want to at least be able to wear this a couple of times before the weather changes. The next thing I'm going to do is I have another bra kit from Aran, and this one is this really beautiful sort of corally peachy pink embroidered tulle. So I made one of these last month in a blue colorway, and I went back and picked up this pink colorway because I needed it. I want all of these embroidered bras. I don't think I'll ever, I really need to go through my bra stash and sort of like pick out the ones that I'm not wearing as frequently, and that, you know, might have been a little bit earlier in my bra making journey, because I'm loving these, and I kind of like don't ever want to wear anything else, because when you have something this gorgeous on underneath, it just puts a pep in your step and makes you feel better. So that's my bra plan for this month. And then the last thing that I'm going to plan on is a dress that I need to make. Have to make it this month, so there's no procrastination, and that's to wear to my cousin's wedding that is coming up. So I've gone a little bit of the way there, and I've made a toile. So here's the top. I'm going to be using a butterick pattern. Just a sec, I'm going to go get that pattern. Okay, so this dress is going to loosely be based off this butterick 6556, and this is a Patterns by Gertie. I say loosely because I'm making a lot of changes to it. So I'm going to make something with sleeves like view B, but I did take out the square neckline and the notch, and instead opted for like a really large scooped neckline. So I tried that in this toile, and that worked out pretty well. I am going to keep this square neckline in the back, but I might raise it up a little bit. But scooped neckline in the front and the short sleeves. However, I have altered the pattern. So the original pattern is a 2-dart bodice. So you got a dart in the bust and a dart at the waist, and I've converted it into a princess seamed bodice. So I used a tutorial online. So that's one of the reasons why I made a toile, is because moving it from a darted bodice to a princess seam bodice was a leap for me. I've certainly never done any sort of like major redrafting like that. So I just wanted to test and make sure, and it worked beautifully. And I'm really, really excited about that, because that means I can turn lots of things into princess seam bodices now. So princess seam bodice in the front, scooped neckline with the sleeves, and then the skirt. This one has a pleated skirt, but I think what I'm going to actually do is a circle skirt instead. And what I'm going to make this dress out of is this gorgeous silk fabric. So when I purchased this, it didn't say it was shot silk, but it definitely is. So in one direction, it has like this really pretty orange tone, and then in the other direction, it has sort of like a gold threads to it. So the luster in this is really gorgeous. So I'm excited to wear this fabric. You know, I've had it for a couple of months now. It was always intended for this dress, but I think that I have a good plan of attack. The muslin worked really well, so I want to get that dress made. So it's going to look sort of simple, right? It's just a scoop neck with short sleeves and a circle skirt, but I think that means that I could theoretically get a little bit more use out of it. Because it's silk, it's certainly not going to be like a day-to-day wear dress, but I think it's something that I could dress up really easily with like gold jewelry, or throw on a belt over top of it, or a shawl or something like that, a little bolero. So I think it can be pretty useful in terms of a fancy dress-up dress. So the wedding is black tie optional, and I'm hoping that, you know, for me, silk makes this a formal attire, but it will sort of be cocktail length. I think I was gonna go for maybe about, if I have enough fabric, I wanna do like a 28-inch or 29-inch length circle skirt, because that will work really well with the petticoats that I already own. So those are the three projects for this month. We have a wedding dress for wedding, embroidered bra, and using up this lovely rayon fabric. Hope you guys are excited to see what I'm gonna make, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.